I think all of you guys are here, right? So, good evening, Hari. First of all, before going into the new lesson, okay, lesson. What we were doing was congruence of triangles. That was the lesson that we were doing in last few weeks. So, before going into that, I am going to start the new lesson today. So I hope you guys have got the tube with you. Right? Tube right. So this is it. And today we are going to start the lesson area. Then I will do some homeworks from congruence of triangle. So this is the tube. Right? Make a what easy. Right? But this is very familiar with the lesson perimeter. Make a what easy. Right? These are the things from your grade 7, 8, 9, right? Then you have a little bit of a review exercise, and after that, then this is the theory where you are going to start. Are you familiar with this? Are you familiar with these kind of words? Words familiar. I hope so. Right? Area of a set of a circle. If I cancel out this word area, make a nathi if I substitute here perimeter of a sector of a circle, hope you are familiar with this. The lesson that we did in the early. Lesson, right? Okay. Then what else? Right. Okay. Let's do this. Right, let's come to the page number 1. This one, page number 2. Right. I will come to the board and I will explain this one from my earlier. Right. So, first of all, you have something like right, this is the area lesson, right? That you have, right? This is the 6th lesson, right? Right. Okay. So first of all, you are going to figure out what are the areas of plane figures. Right? Areas of plane figures. So I hope you know these things. Right? Area of a rectangle, area of a square, area of a parallelogram, right? Then triangle, trapezium, circle. Please write them. Right? I hope you have learned those things in the previous grades. So I will give you like 2 to 3 minutes, right? And try to remember the things and fill the uh, third column and the fourth column, right? Third column and the fourth column. So I will give you a hint how to fill the fourth column. Right? Third column, right? This is the third column, and this is the fourth column where you have the formula for area. Right? So here, right? Here you have the plane figure. Right? Plane figure. I am not going to write that those things. Right? Here you have the rectangle. When you have a rectangle, you know the length is A and the breadth is B, right? Right? And how to calculate the area is, right? You know, right? Area equals length into breadth, right? Length into breadth. So you can write A equals length into breadth multiplied by breadth, right? So in the area column, you can write, right, the final formula that you are going to use. A equals A into B. A is the length, right? B is the breadth. So finally you can say A equals AB. So by using the same pattern, give it a try to complete square, parallelogram, triangle, trapezium, circle. Right? I will give you like 2 to 3 minutes to complete. Right? Then I will discuss the things. Right? When you have done, please send me a D for done. Right? When you have done, please send me a D for done. Do it fast. This is a patta easy lesson, right? Make it good. Loku deyak nahe. Right? This is very similar to the perimeter lesson. Okay. Kami change order? Yes. Other DOB practice you. Seema will join like 6 p.m. Right. How is Virgin is here? Oh, Virgin area. Ah, yes, shall I send it through? Okay. Most of you have done. Shall I send it through WhatsApp? Then I'm asking from yours. Yours, පුතේ ගෙදර නෙවෙයි නේද? තාත්තගේ නම්බර් එක නේ වන්න ඕන. මම හැබැයි ගිය සතියේ එව්වා මේ ඔයාලා කලින් ගන්න දෙන්න පුතා. අපරාධ. Right. Okay. So I will discuss. මම මේක discuss කරන්න. Right. So when it comes to here, right? So you know how to fill up with the square thing, right? What is the square, right? There is nothing to do with all the lengths of the sides are equal. A, right? So area can be calculated, right? Length of a side side multiplied by itself. Take a value, right? Length of a side multiplied by itself. So finally, you can write down the formula, right? A equals simple A into simple A, right? A into A means A square, right? A square. It would be better if you can remember this one. The final formula, A square, right? Area equals A into A. A equals A to the power 2, A square, right? Right. Then you have parallelogram. So it is something like this. Right? These opposite sides are parallel together, and also these two opposite sides also parallel together, right? And if you want to calculate the area of this parallelogram, you need to know two things. Right? You need to know two things, right? So what are the two things that you need to know, right? So you need to know the length of the base. Base. How it becomes a base? කොහොමද ඒක base එකක් වෙන්නේ? So if this side or this let's say yes, this side, right? If you want to take it as a base, right? You need to measure the perpendicular height between the opposite side. Right? I will explain it. So now this is your parallelogram. ඉතින් මේවා සමහර අයට case එකයි මම explain කරන්නේ. Some of you guys are very perfect about these things. හරිද? ඔයාලා මේවා සමහර අය ගැන you guys might be very perfect. But some of you will be having some different cases about these things. So that why I am explaining these things. මේවා ඇත්තටම කියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. You know already. Right. So if this is a parallelogram, right? If this side becomes a base, this side becomes a base, what you need to do is, you need to get the perpendicular height between this base and the opposite side. So the perpendicular height is this. So that this angle becomes 90 degrees. Correct? So that this angle becomes 90 degrees. Right? So by using the same way, in a particular question, you have been asked something like this. This is again a parallelogram. They are saying this is a parallelogram. Correct? Yeah. And they are saying this is 90 degrees angle. Correct? You need to understand these things. Correct? This is the perpendicular height to this side. Correct? This is the perpendicular height to this side. Correct? So that this side becomes the base. Correct? This side becomes the base. Right? And this is perpendicular height. Perpendicular height to this side. Right? Perpendicular height of this parallelogram compared to this side. Right? So that is the difference. Huh? Or we can say altitude. Altitude. Another name for height. Perpendicular height. Alright? Keep that in your mind. Huh? So we only need base, length of the base, and height, or the perpendicular height, or the altitude. Alright? When it compares to the base. So only those things we will be needing to find the area of a parallelogram. Right? So this can be written down as area equals base into height. Base into height. Right? You need to remember this height should be the perpendicular height or altitude. We are saying altitude. Right? Or perpendicular height. So, very basically, the formula can be written down as A equals, if we take the length of base is B, B multiplied by height means H. So finally you will get A equals BH. That's all. You need to remember when you are finding the area of a parallelogram. That's all. But you need to know how to calculate the height or the altitude or the perpendicular height. All of them are same, right? Compared to a base. And some of you guys might get wrong answers, right, when you are doing these things. And that's why I repeat it again and again so that you can understand it perfectly. Right. Right. The next one. One of your friends named Jane triangle. Right. So you know this one. Right. Triangle. So, right, from your grade here, grade 7, grade 6, you know how to find the area of a triangle. Right? Dhanagana kaligam dhanna. Right? But again, I am asking, what is this? And what is this? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me?
Base and perpendicular height.
Half into base into height.
Yeah. Yes. So same things can be applied to here. That's why I explained so much of time these two words, base and height. So again you have this base and this is H. Correct? H means the perpendicular height or altitude. Right? Altitude means from this base to, right, the distance between this base and this vertex is called the altitude. Correct? Oh, we can say that perpendicular height. So when you're finding this one, right, A equals half into base into height. We have got the basics on it, but I am giving you these things, right? You need to remember those things. Half into BH, sorry, B times H. So finally you can apply this half dh. Alright. Okay, then trapezium. Right. So in the trapezium, the thing that you need to remember is, right, two sides are parallel. There are two sides. Those two sides are always parallel together. Right? Those two sides are always parallel together. So that is the most important thing you need to remember when you are dealing with the trapezium. When you are dealing with the trapezium. Right? So same thing is here as well. We have a side on top of that, and we have a side right on the bottom of the trapezium. We need to know the lengths of this top side and the bottom side. I will take length of top side will be A, length of bottom will be B. And we need to know, right? And we need to know the height between these two sides, perpendicular height. I will take it as H. So you can write the area A equals, right? A plus B, right? That means sum of the parallel two lines, right? Length, sum of the length of the parallel two lines. So you can write if you want the sum of the length of parallel lines. Right? You need to divide this by 2. Divide this by 2 and multiply by 8. Right? So finally, you can write the final formula like this. A equals area equals sum of the lengths of parallel two lines. A plus B. A plus B. Divide by 2. Multiply by H. Done. Right? Okay. Then circle. Circle. Can anyone tell me what would be the formula?
5R is the
Isn't it 2 5R?
no.
Then what is 2 5R?
Perimeter of the circle.
Circumference.
Perimeter. Yeah. Yes. Mother, anyways. So Uda, this is your radius. Right? This is the radius. That is this is the center and this is the circumference. Right? So Uda, this is called the radius. Then how we are going to find the area of a circle? 5 into radius to the power 2. We can write it as a formula A equals 5R squared. Up to now, you feel like it's boring, right? So done, right? So these are the things: rectangle, square, parallelogram, triangle, trapezium, circle. So these things have been discussed, right? Under the perimeter lesson which are regarded to perimeter, not to the area. But now we have discussed all the things under area lesson as well. The most important thing you need to remember is this when you move under area lesson. A equals 5r for a full circle. Correct? For a full circle, the area can be calculated by using A equals 5r squared. Keep that in your mind, right? And I hope you can remember how we found the perimeter of half of a circle, right? 3/4 of a circle, quarter of a circle, right? So on and so forth. By using the perimeter of a full circle. That is perimeter. Now we have area and we are going to move to that part little bit later. Alright. I hope you guys have done these things right. If you have anything wrong, please correct it. Alright. Then we are going to do the things. Alright, okay. Right, I'll give you some work to be done. Right. In the review exercise, do part D. Right? Do part D. I'll share this screen so that you can see. Right. Okay. Under review exercise, so first of all, do part D. Right. This one, and then do this one and this one, and send me the answers. Right. And I want to see who finishes first. Right. So the under review exercise part D, first of all, you have find the area of a circle where the radius equals 7 centimeters. And you need to be very careful about when you are giving your final answer, you need to be very careful about the unit, how to represent the unit. When you are doing using single lengths, you can give your answer in centimeters, meters, kilometers. But when it comes to the area lesson, we are going to multiply two different lengths or same lengths. Right? Centimeter into centimeter, kilometer into kilometer, meter into meter. So that the final answer will be meter to the power 2, centimeter to the power 2. Right? That means square centimeters, square meters, square kilometers. Right? Centimeter to the power 2, meter to the power 2, kilometer to the power 2. Alright? That is the unit of area. I thought you guys know that previously. Alright? Right. So when you are going to find the area of a circle, you can use directly this A equals 5r squared. You know what is the value of 5. Right? That is a universal constant. Universal constant. For this whole universe, I mean, in a locality, right? For that whole universe, this 5 is a constant. Is a constant. There will be no geometry. There will be no science. There will be no biology. There will be no advanced mathematics. There will be no astronomy. There will be no physics. There will be no cars. There will be no jets. Mugunde. If this 5 is gone, may 5 right? This is not invented or found. There will be nothing. Right? So you know the value of 5, 22 upon 7. This will not be changed. So substitute 22 upon 7 multiplied by r to the power 2. R is equal to 7. 7 centimeters into 7 centimeters. What is this? Centimeter into centimeter. You know how to multiply same bases, huh? By using the knowledge of indices lesson. Indices. Huh? Same bases, so that you have to add the powers. Right? Index can be added because same bases. Right? A 1 plus 1. A2, a to the power 2. Centimeter, centimeter. It is like a to the power 2, centimeter to the power 2. Explain kara, right? Correct? Unit of area. Correct? So can you simplify numerators and denominators furthermore? Yes. You can simplify. Make here 7. And in also a numerator, you will be having 2 7s. So 7 times 1, 7 times 1, right? 22 into 7. It will give you 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 4, 154 square centimeters. Right. Easy, but most importantly, you need to remember when to move. If I am the examiner for you guys, if you didn't mention the correct unit, I'll give you no marks. I will reduce full marks for this question. This question means 1. If I have to give 1 mark for this full answer, right? I will not reduce half. I will reduce full mark. Right? I will cut 1 mark for this one and this one because your unit is wrong. While teachers will give you will reduce half if this is not the answer. Right? Right. So I will do the rest of the things a little bit faster. That you feel boring. Right. So you'll be having a parallelogram, right? And the perpendicular height is being given 10 centimeters and the base length is 14 centimeters. Right? This is part F. So you know how to find the area of the parallelogram B into H. Base length of the base into H. Right? Length of the base is 14 centimeters. Multiplied by H means 10 centimeters. Patta is it. Right? Centimeter into centimeter, square centimeters. 14 into 10 means 140. Right? Right. Then you'll be having yes, trapezium, right? You need to identify that as a trapezium, right? So each and every time they will not give you this is a trapezium, find it and blah blah blah. You need to understand by using the figure or the data given. You need to understand it by yourself. So here the thing has G, part G. It is something like this. Ninety degrees. Sorry. This length is 12 centimeters, then the top is 8 centimeters, where the height is 4 centimeters. So at once you need to identify this is a trapezium because they haven't given you this side parallel to this side. You need to understand it by using the data given here. So what are the data that they have given, that you need to understand this side parallel to this side? Make 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Allied angles. Right? Summation of the allied angles is equal to 180 degrees, so that these two lines become automatically parallel. Can you remember the theory you learned in grade 9? Right? So this height is acting as a transversal for these two lines. Right? There are two lines parallel. This is a transversal. Summation of this one and this one, right, is equal to 180 degrees. Right? Type C angles. Make type C equals to 180 degrees, so that this line becomes, these two lines become parallel. Vice versa thing can be happen. Right. So these two lines will be parallel because the summation of this one and this one will be equal to 180 degrees. You need to understand that, so that this becomes a trapezium. Right. So I will be applying the theory. Area equals 8 plus 12. Right. Summation of the parallel lines, centimeters, divide by 2, multiply by perpendicular height is 4 centimeters. Can I simplify? Yeah. I can find 2 times 1, 2 times 2. Here you have 20, 20 into 2, 40. 40 centimeters. Done. Square centimeters. Huh? Square centimeters. Centimeter into centimeter, square centimeters. Right. Okay. Uh, do the no. Yeah, do the fourth one. Do the fourth one. Do the fourth one. I'll share the screen. I need you to do the last thing. Anyway, this one. Huh? Please send me the answer. I want to see who finishes first. No, make a, please name these things as A, B, C, D. Yeah? Here you have A, here you have B, here you have C, here you have D. Right? Okay, you have scored the first place. Nice. What? I'll give you another 1 minute time. Right. Hiruja, yes, second place. Kritik, please send your answers to the chat. Third place for Kritik. Right? Another 30 seconds remaining. Okay. Devmi, what about your units? Yes, Tasin, yes. Tasin about the fifth place. Sixth was under. Devmi, what about your answers? Units. Are they square centimeters or single centimeters? What about that? Are they areas or something else? Alright. Right, okay. I'm going to discuss, huh? I'm going to discuss. Yes, yes. Yes, sorry. Right, okay. So the fourth one in the page number 2, right? Under review exercise, fourth one. So you will be having a parallelogram like this, right? They have given that this is a parallelogram and the perpendicular height is 6 centimeter, right? And at the same time, I will get. So as I give you earlier A, B, C, D, right? When we have. And area has been given, okay? 120 square centimeters. And also the perimeter has also given, right? Perimeter is equal to 64 centimeters. These are the most important two things that you need to know, that you need to remember, right? And also the perpendicular height has been given, and you need to find the length of the base and the length of the other side, right? So, right. So first of all, I have to find at the first place I have to find the CD. I will take CD as A. Right? Length of CD is equal to A centimeters or A, whatever. Right? So same length is here. Right? This length is also A. If this length is A. Because this is a parallelogram. Right? Opposite sides are equal in lengths. Right? Opposite sides are equal in length. Right? So I can write very easily area of a parallelogram. You know that. Right? Area of the parallelogram is 120. This area can be written down by using the base, length of the base and the height 6 equal to 120. So you have to divide both sides by 6. 120 divided by 6 will give you 20. The unit is centimeters because this A represent a single length. A single length. Right? Right. And also the perimeter has been given. Alright, the perimeter has been given. Then they are saying you to find now the length of BC as well. I will take BC equals B for my easiness. Magalesian. I am not going to waste my time on writing each and every time BC, 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 BC. I am not going to write. I am not going to waste my time for that. So that I very simply I have taken BC equals B. Length of BC equals B. From here onwards, I am continuing with B. Right? For my easiness. Right? So this is my B. So you know how to find the perimeter of the plane figure. P equals 64 centimeters. Perimeter can be written down by using these figures. Right? So you know the length of A, that is 20. This is also 20. Right? And if you see this side equals B, this side definitely should be B. So 20, 20, BD. So 2 times 20. 2 times b. 2 times b plus 2 times 20 equals 64. So as a best practice, in the speed revisions also, I have told you guys to take what you don't know in front of the equation. Right? Take the term you have to find, right? Or take the unknown term in front of your equation like this, so that you can easily simplify. Alright? So I have to find b. So I have taken this b term at the first place with an ego. All the rest of the things are here afterwards. Right? So 2b plus 2 times 20 means 40 equals 64. Right? Then 2b equals, take this to this side, then 64 minus 40 will give you 24. 2b equals this. 2 is in the numerator, right? So if you want to find the b, what would happen? It goes to the denominator of the right hand side. 24 divided by 2. b equals 12 centimeters. You need to definitely give the what unit. b equals 12 centimeters. Clear now? 12 centimeters. You need to definitely give that. Okay? Otherwise your answer will be wrong. Right? Right? They will put the wrong mark. Right. So this is it. Okay. I hope you got all of you got the yes correct answer. So all of here A and B are very single length. So that we have used centimeters. They have given us 120 square centimeters as the area, right? Okay. Then that is the very basic review exercise from this lesson. So now we are going to jump into the theme. This is where we are going to begin this lesson. Right? Now we have to deal with the real things. Right. Make what easy. Okay, make what we add the body at the hi. Yes, you. Right? Hope you know how to find the portion of a circle. Right? I'm asking from you, right? So no need to share any. I will come back to the board. More the share. Right. So I hope you guys have the tune. So I'm saying hi. Yes, you. Yeah, you. I'm asking from you guys. So tell me. Hope you know how to find the portion of a circle, right? So can anyone tell me how to find the portion of a circle? I'm asking, just asking how to find the portion of the circle. Wait. It was again. How my help again? Oh, so if this is my circle, right? If this is my circle, if this is the center, right? And it is the sector. What is called a sector? What sector? Can anyone tell me? I told you. No matter, right? Grade 9. Grade 9. Grade 9 things. Can't you remember? Home when the Musiata. Amay nga name. නැද්ද උදෙල්ලා හරි අම්මයි මොකටද කියලා අම්ම නැද්ද උදෙල්ලා කියලා අහන්න අම්මට වැඩක් නැහැ නේ ඒක දෙන්නම මට උදෙල්ල මට මේ sector of a circle මතක නැහැ මොකද්ද කියලා I can't remember what the hell is this sector of circle. So tell me at least what is the sector of a circle? මට උත්තර එවන්න බෑ. yours කියන part of a circle. Oh, part of a circle තමයි. Yes. And how it forms? Sector of a circle, how it forms? මම අර කතාව complete කරේ නෑ. මට උත්තරයක් අපින්න ඕන. I'm asking the introduction.
The portion of a circle that is bounded by two radii and arc.
Yeah. ඒක තමයි හුවේ මම. හරි. මම ඉතලා කිව්වේ නේද? Yes dear. Right? So මේ මං ඉතලා කියන්නේ කතාව අම්මයි ගන්න උදැල්ලන්නේ නැති. තාත්තෙන් හරි කව. තියනවා කියලා දැන අහගන්න ගන්න හයියෙන් පොටන්න වල. හරි වලලා වලට බහැලා වැලලි. Hey, you guys don't know grade 8 things, and I have taught these things in the first lesson as well. So perimeter is sector of a circle is this, right? And also a sector of a circle you can see this one as well. Make a sector of a circle තමයි. Correct? Before going into the introduction, what is this sector of circle called? What is this sector of circle called? Yeah. ඉස්සෙල්ලා මම කිව්වේ මරණ විදි 1. දෙවෙනි එක කියන්නේ නැහැ. What is this?
Major sector and minor sector.
Yeah. Major sector and minor sector. Correct? The answer was little bit late. හරි පොඩ්ඩක් පරක් වුණා. So මරණ විදි අංක 2. හරි. ලනුවක් ගන්න. වාල්කෙට දානවා. තොණ්ඩුවක් හදලා වාල්කෙට දාන්න. පුටුවක් තියලා නැගලා දාගත්තා එල්ලුණා. ඉවරයි. ගෙදරට කරදරයක් නෑ. මට කරදරයක්. හරි. Right. ගිහිල්ලුට කිව්වා. හරි. So yes Sudha. So this is minor sector. This is major sector. Right. So a sector is called, මතක නැත්නම් පුතේ please write. පොතේ කොහේ හරි right කටුබලියක් දාගන්න. Right. The sector is bounded by two radii. හරි මේ RR two radii and an arc. This is called arc. Again, this is called minor arc. This is called major arc. And major sector, minor sector. Right? So, sector is bounded by two radii plus arc. Right? Keep that in your mind. Putty මල්ලි කෙනෙක් නම් ඉගෙන ගැහුවොත් එහෙම විරිලැච්ච වේ. Right. So the thing I was asking is, if this is a sector, if this is the angle theta and this is the radius, correct? How to find the portion of the circle? Can anyone remember? Message them down there. I won't see. I don't. Please don't send me.
Theta over 360.
It's a-
5R square.
Wait, give me 5 seconds. Good. Wait. Why do you get that? No, wait. So, wait. Hi. Mogad? What? It is an
Theta over
answer.
360 into 5R square.
It is an answer that I was expecting, but it is more than that. the thing that I am asking. I am asking what is the portion of the circle of this portion of the circle. Yes, Hiruja's answer is the portion of the circle is included in that. I am asking what is the portion of the circle when you make it. How you are going to represent it? Portion of the circle. Can't you remember?
108.
So I have given here is theta.
Theta over 360.
Yeah, Anila. Yes. Theta over 360. Harad. So the portion of the circle is of this part. This is my sector. And this is my sector. Right? Of that particular sector, we can give the portion of the full circle for that. Another portion of the full circle, right? Or the part of the circle, right? We can represent this portion, right? Theta divided by 360. Theta divided by 360. Correct? What is called theta? What is theta again? In another way? මතක නෑ දැන් හරි. And we have done
Angle at the center.
angle at the center. Angle at the center. We have done lot of things in speed revision sessions. Speed revision වල අපි මේක සෑහෙන use කරා. Right? And I have given the questions that are made that were made by me. මම හදපු questions දීලා තියෙනවා. Right? And I have all the things I have referred. This theta is called angle at the center, and this is how we are going to calculate the portion of the circle. Right? Portion of the circle can be calculated by using this. The full angle is 360 degrees around the point. Alright, full angle is 360 degrees around the point. Out of that 360, how much has been completed? Theta has been completed. Right? For an example, if I tell you this is 60 degrees, how we are going to write the portion of the circle? Now think with me, Mate Kidan. Please think with me, Mate Kidan. Right? Portion of the circle. Right? What is the angle at the center? What is the angle at the center?
60.
60. What is the full angle around that center? 360.
300.
360. So Uda, this is your portion of the circle. This is your portion of the circle. Alright. So 0 into 0, 6 times 1, 6 times 6.
106.
1 over 6, yes. So the portion of the circle of this part is 1 upon 6. What happens to part of the circle? This is 90 degrees. How we are going to calculate the portion of the circle of this part? Make the
1
calculation.
over 1.
Yes, 1 over 4. At once you can tell them. Don't need to divide me. These are very similar things that you can see in your papers. So if you see this one, no need to write 90 divided by 360. Portion of the circle. Right? Directly you can write portion of the circle is 1 upon 4. You know this. This is a part of a circle. If we divide our circle into equal 4 parts, this is 1 part. Portion of a circle. 1 part. 1 upon 4. Right? If we have something like this, what is this? Never. What is the portion of the circle?
1 over
Half.
Half, 1/2. Half portion of the circle. You can directly apply that into the questions. No need to write down, right? Theta is 180. Full circle is 360, right? So, however, at the end you will get half, right? And if you have something like this, where so can anyone tell me what is the angle at the center of this part? What is the angle at the center?
over 3.
No. I'm asking angle at the center of the Hiroshima.
270 degrees.
Angle at the center 270, isn't it? How the Mihara?
Right angle.
How they Dirugi?
Right angle. Right angle.
Alright. You are saying right angle is the angle at the center?
270.
Okay. Dinugi, what is your answer? What is the angle at the center here?
90 degrees right angle.
90 degrees. Isn't it ever?
200.
It should be 207. It should be 207. So we are measuring our angle from here to here. Alright. So that is why I have marked this arrow inside the angle. Alright. Inside the circle. Alright. So this is I have marked inside the circle. Right? See. So I have measured my angle inside the circle. So angle at the center is 270. Alright. So this 90 degrees is an open part. This 90 degrees is an open part. Alright. So the angle at the center is this. And we have measured it inside the circle. Right? And also means inside. Right? So the reflex angle is outside here. Right? This is a reflex angle. Right? But it is not the angle at the center. Angle at the center is 60. Right? And this one, when it comes to this one, inside part 90. So angle at the center is 90. This one 180. Right? It is bounded. Right? So this sector is bounded by using these two radii and this arc. So portion is this arc. Right? Bounded by two radii and the arc. So Buddha, this is sector. So angle at the center of this sector is 27. Keep that in your mind. Right? We are taking it inside the Tulinga, not outside. Right. Okay. Now I know you guys are familiar with this portion of the circle thing. I just gave you an explanation. So briefly, you need to know how to calculate the portion of a circle in a move. Alright, you need to know that in a move. Theta divided by 360. So what is called theta? Angle at the center. Angle at the center. By using that, you can calculate the portion of the circle. Then if you know how to calculate the portion of the circle, rest of the lesson is fully okay. Nothing. Alright? Okay, Buddhi. Right? So page number 2, last part. Alright. Hope you know how to find the portion of a circle, right? Can you remember we did it on the previous lesson, perimeter lesson? Yes? Let us learn how to apply it for finding the area of a sector of a circle. Right? First of all, what is the formula of the area of a circle? You know that already, we have written down it earlier. Inside this box, we have to write the same thing. Correct? So area of a full circle, right? We are going to calculate it by using same thing. Right? Inside this, please write the same formula with me. Right? Area is equal to, you know already this thing. Right? Inside the box, you can write area is equal to 5 times radius to the power 2. Right? That means A equals 5, radius means r squared. You need to remember this. And if you know this one, right, and how to find the portion of the circle, this lesson is over. Right? Okay, please write this inside the box. Page number 2. Page number 2. Right, okay. Again, we have a table. Right. So, first of all, we have this kind of a table. Alright. And we are going to fill it. So you know already how to fill that. And in the perimeter lesson also, we did the same thing. Right? So first of all, we have a full circle shaded. Right? First of all, in the figure, we have a full circle and that is shaded. In the second column, they are asking shaded part as a portion of a circle. Shaded part as a portion of a circle. Shaded part as a portion of a circle. So that is a full circle again, right? But again, right. So the we are going to write shaded part as a portion of a circle. Actually, in the first figure, we have shaded the full circle. So we have to mention that is a full circle. Right? So that is not a part, right? That is a full complete circle. Right? Shaded part as a portion of a circle. Right? 360 divided by 360. Right? So the full circle has been shaded. So around this center, this is 360 degrees again. 360 divided by 360 equal 1. Right? How to obtain the area of the sector? Now this is a full sector. Full complete sector. That is called again the area of the circle. Right? Itself. Right? Area of the circle itself. Right? Full circle has been shaded. So area of the sector is 5r squared itself. Right? Could you please write this with me? Yeah. Now, in the second figure, right? In the second figure, half of the circle has been shaded. Right? Half of the circle has been shaded where the radius is r. Right? Where the radius is r. Right? Now, how to represent the shaded part as a portion of a circle? Shaded part. So, this is a half of a circle, 180. That means 180 divided by the full circle's angle, 360. So it is half. Right? It is half. Now, how we are going to represent, right? How to obtain the area of the sector. Sector means this shaded part. Sector means this shaded part. By using this half. You know how to represent the area of the full circle. Right? Out of that full circle, you have taken half of the circle, portion of the circle into the area of the full circle. Right? So that means half into 5r square. This is the area of a full circle. And we have taken the half of it. This half represents the portion of the circle. Portion of the circle. Right? Now, use your mind little bit and fill the rest, and I will give you like 2 minutes to complete. 2 minutes to complete. Do it fast and say send me D for done to the chat. Yes. Okay, Devami has done it. Yeah, what I see. Okay, Iruja done, right? Alright. So the next part is make clear gan. මේක වට්ට ඉසි හොදේ. දැන් ඉතින් පාඩම ඉවරයි මේක වань. හරි. දැන් පාඩම ඉවරයි වගේ තමයි. If you know this portion of the circle, how to get the portion of the circle? සඳම විනා වෙනවා. යන්න යන්න කියලා දාන්නේ. ඈ? නෑ නෑ යන්න එපා. The best part is yet to come. Okay. So in the third figure, you will be having something like this. So shaded part as a portion of a circle 1/4. So the area can be written down as, right? Area equals 1/4 into 5r squared means made in full circle. Right? So it is something like area is equal to 1/4 of a full circle. Always you are having full circle. That means 5r squared. 1/4 of that. Right? Portion of that full circle. Right. Then you will be having something like this. Right. Shaded part is this. So you know this. I have given 90 degrees. Right. And this is 3/4 of a full circle. The shaded part. Right. So that one, how to calculate? Area equals portion of the circle is 3/4. This part, right? And the area of the full circle 5r square. Right? It is something like you can remember it 3/4 into full circle. Full circle is 5r square. Done. Then 120. This is 120. Right? So the 120 divided by 360. Simplify. 0 to 0. 6 times. Sorry, 12 times 1, 12 times 3. 1/3 of the circle. Right? This is the portion of the circle. Area can be represented as 1/3 5r square. Right? pi r square. Then 60. $60, right? 60 divided by 360. I have done it earlier. Omega 0 to 0, 6 times 1, 6 times 6 equals portion is 1 upon 6 of the full circle. Right? So if we divide the full circle into 6 equal parts, this is one part out of that. And Papa cake the full circle has been divided into 6 parts, and we have taken one part out of that. This is the sector. Right? So the area is equal to 1 upon 6 pi r square. Then now we have theta, angle at the center. Okay, if you do not know that, puthala right? So yes, they might know by using the previous knowledge. Theta is called angle at the center. So now we have theta. Now we are going to derive a common formula for finding the area of the sector. So I will use here about. No, I will use here. Right. Now we have something like this one. We have full circle. Angle at the center is theta. No theta. And this is the shaded part. Shaded portion. Okay. So here portion of the circle. How to calculate the portion of the circle? Angle at the center is theta. Right? Full angle is 360 degrees. Okay. And how you are going to represent the area of the shaded part? Area equals A equals. This is the portion of the circle. Theta divided by 360. Okay. Into full circle. Area of the full circle. That means 5r square. Right? 5r square. So that's it. That's the common formula you need to remember. Right? So here we can write at the bottom I have given according to the above table. Now we can figure it out. Therefore figure it what out. Right? Area of a sector. Sector of a circle. Right? Area of a sector of a circle. Right? That's what I mean by it. Right? We can figure it out. Therefore, please write inside the box, right? Area of the sector. This is the common formula, right? Area of the sector equals theta divided by 360. This is my portion of the circle, right? Multiplied by 5r squared. Right? Area of the full circle into the portion will give you the area of the sector, right? Where r equals radius, theta equals angle at the center. Right, inside the box, please write spelling. Right. By 7:45, I will give you the break. මේ සාමාන්‍යම පන්තිවල පොරටක් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? දැකලා තියෙනවද මම කවදාවත් පන්තිවල පොරටක් දෙනවා. අඩු ගානේ මේ විනාඩි 5-10ක විතර කතාවක් හරි කරපම දැකලා තියෙනවද? නෑනේ. එහෙම ඒවා මගේ YouTube channel එකෙත් නැහැ. හරිද? මේ පොඩි පොරටක් එකක් දෙන්න. නේ? පොඩි පොරටක් එකක්. හරිද? උදා ඔයාලා කොහෙ ගියත් right in whatever class you participate for English medium mathematics, finally you have to come to me. Right, in your grade 11, right, also you have to come for me. Alright, I will say it definitely. Right, by your grade 11, sometimes I do not know. Sometimes I may be using these same words or somewhat advanced board than this, somewhat on that net, right? But I am very familiar with these things. Right? So, right? So, whatever the class you participate for English medium mathematics, at the end, finally, you have to come for me. Right? Right, my physical class. In next year, I have a little bit of plan, right? So then I have a plan. If I made a like huge fan base, can huge student base, right? I will do like seminars, right? With Gampaha, Turmagala, Chagol, then Migamu, right? Migamu, right? Then Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, right? ඔය සෙට් එකට වෙනවා. එහෙම මට සෙට් එකක් ආවොත්. right, set එකක් මට කලෙක්ට් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වුණොත් at the end of this year. So I need your support for that. And also Nittamur. Right? And also Nittamur as well. Right? So I'm hoping to come to do seminars, right? At your grade 11, nah? Grade 11, right? So ඔයාලගේ මේ class එකෙන් ගියත්, right? Please touch, keep in touch with my WhatsApp channel. හරිද? WhatsApp channel එකේ ඉන්න class එකෙන් ගියාට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හරිද? මේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ යන්න hope කරනවා නම් මම කියමු. හරි? Before that. හරි. At least එහෙම ආවොත් එහෙම මේ දැකලා කතා කරලා හරි යන්න ඕනේ. හරි? එහෙම ආවොත්. හරි, okay. So you can take the මොකද්ද මේ break, right? So let's meet at 8. Yeah. Right. So then please do these questions. I will give you like 3 minutes to complete this example number 1 and example number 2. In the example number 2, I have told you guys round off to 1 decimal places. Right? Round off your answer to 1 decimal places. Huh? Right. So do these two and send me the answer. I want to see who finishes first. Now it is 8:12. By 8:15, I will start discussing. Huh? Right. Okay. Now focus on the board. Yeah, what is your මේ උදේ මේ අර ජිල් බෝල ඔය කරන්නේ මේ නිකන් පට්ටකම සුළු වෙන්නේ නැහැ උදේ. එහෙම දීලා වැඩක් නැහැ නේ. There is no purpose of giving that නේද? So තව මොකක් හරි එකක් ඉගෙන ගන්නත් එපානේ. How to round it off වගේ scene එකක්, right? Okay. So පුතා මේ example number 1. Page number 4. Alright. So find the area of the sector. You know how to find the area of a sector, right? Theta divided by 360 into 5r squared, right? I have not given any help for you guys to do, right? I want you to understand this by yourself so that, right, I have left you alone to do this. So you are going to deep dive and understand the method how to do this. Correct? So here the first example, they have given something like this name. Right? 60 degrees. And the radius is 3.5. Right? When you see 3.5, right? I have told you earlier how to write 3.5 in a different way as well, right? 3.5 can be written down as 7/2 as well, because the easiness of simplification, right? So here theta, right? 60 degrees divided by 360 multiply 5 means 22/7. Multiply r squared, 7/2. Right? R squared means r into r. Expansion. R squared means r into r. R multiplied by r. That means 7/2 multiplied by 7/2. I am writing it like this because of, right? Because of the easiness for simplification, right? For me, this way is easy. Make a matter easy, right? This way is easy for me. For the simplification in the numerator and the denominator itself, right? So 0 to 0. I will write this again so that you can clearly separate the steps. Right? So clearly see it. 60, 360, 22/7 multiply by 7/2 multiply by 7/2. Now I am going to simplify the numerator and denominator. 0, 0, 6 times 1, 6 times 6, 7 times 1, 7 times 1, 2 times 1, 2 times 11. So that I am having in the numerator 11 into 7, 77. In the denominator 6 into 2, 12. Right? 77 divided by 12. Right? So this is an improper fraction. If you want, you can keep this as an mixed number. Right? So denominator is 12. How you are going to fill the whole number part? How many 12s are there for 77? 6, sorry. 12 times 6, 72. So the rest is 5. Right? So this is area, square centimeters. Done. This should be your answer for the example number 1. Right? Example number 2. Example number 2. Area equals this, theta divided by 360, blah, blah, blah. 5r square. Right? So, angle at the center. 150. And the radius has been given 10.5. or 10.5. So can you remember something? 10.5 centimeters. How you are going to represent 10.5 in a different way? I think Sima Mariam said that when I was asking the same question in the perimeter lesson. Right? Mariam was Sima.
21/2.
Yeah, 21/2. Right? For easiness of the simplification. For my easiness of the simplification. Right? So 10.5 can be represented by using 21 divided by 2. 10.5 again. Right? So I am going to substitute. Right? Area equals theta is 150 divided by 360 multiply 5 means 22/7 r squared 21/2 times 21/2. Right? Instead of 10.5 I have substitute 21/2. Doesn't matter. Right? Same. So simplify. 0 to 0. Shall I write it again? Clear nodal. Right? You can do the simplification on this step, but for your clearance, make a clear, you can see it. If I write it again, right, you can clearly separate the steps. What I have done. You can see what I have done in the simplification step. 0 to 0, 3 times 5, sorry, 3 times 5, 3 times 12, 7 times 1, 7 times 3, 3 times 1, 3 times 4, 2 times 1, 2 times 11. Right? In the numerator, I'll be having 5 times 1, 5 times 11, 55, 21 into 55. Right? 5, 10, 5, 10. I am having, yes, I am having 1155 in the numerator. Denominator, I am having 4 times 2, 8. Right? 4 times 2, 8. So I have mentioned that round off your answer to 1 decimal place. Right? So you have to keep it in decimal place. So for the 1155 divide by 8. Right? 8 times 3. Sorry, 8 times 1. 8. 11 minus 8 will give you 3. 5 down. How many 8s are there for 35? 8 times 4, right? 32. Remainder again 3. Nice. Again 4. 32. Again remainder is 3. Right? Remainder is 3. Put decimal place. Here also put decimal place. And put a 0. Now you have 30. How many 8s are there for 30? 8 times 2, right? 3. 8 times 3. 24. Remainder is 6. 60. How many 8s are there for 60? 7, right? So if you are going to round off, right? If you are going to round off any given number to first decimal place, initially you need to calculate for how many decimal places. Can anyone tell me? If you are going to round off any given answer, right, to the first decimal place, initially you need to calculate for how many decimal places. Can anyone tell me?
2.
Yes, 2.
2.
Good. two decimal places. Then if you found for two decimal places, you can remove your second decimal places by rounding it off to the first decimal place. Alright. So that's why I found this number for two decimal places so that I can remove my second decimal place here by rounding it off. So your answer will be, right, 144.37 square centimeters. But if you round it off to the first decimal place, right, that is this next, you have to remove 7. You have to check whether your 7 is less than or equal to 5, sorry, less than 5 or greater than or equal to 5. So this is greater than 5, right? If this is greater than 5, 7 is greater than 5. If you want to remove that, you have to add 1 to your next place, first place. Add 1 and remove this 7. So very easy, 144.4 square centimeters is your answer. මේවා බෙදෙනවා දෙන්න තිබ්බ පුතේ මම වැඩක් නැහැ නේ දීලා. බෙදෙනවා දුන්නා you will be not learning this one as well. Or refresh කරගන්න නැහැ knowledge එක how to round off, හරි, so on and so forth. හරි, right. So that is your answer. Do you have any questions from these two? මොන හරි තියනවද? Right, do this. This is if you can remember the formula lesson from your grade 9, you can do this. This is nothing. I want to see who finishes first. Wow. Okay, Asidu has sent me down and got the first place and okay. Superb. Okay, yours has also sent me. What time? I will give you another 30 seconds to do. Okay, Dinugi, third place. Niyoi. Sandaru, fourth place. Iruja, fifth place. Right, time's up. I'll do. Focus on the board. Right. So example number 3. Right. So the sector is right like this, and the x is the angle at the sector, and the area of the sector has been given, which is 77 square centimeters, and the radius is 14 centimeters. Okay. Correct. So you have to find the x. Find the x, right? That is your angle at the center, right? So what is the formula for finding the area? A equals theta divided by 360 multiplied by 5r square. So I know A, area, this is it. I do not know theta, I have to find it. I know phi, I know r. All the things are known but theta. We have to find theta. Right? So there are two ways actually. If you want, you can substitute here and you can do the thing. Or before substituting, you can take all the terms to this to your left hand side, and you can make theta as the subject, and then finally you can simplify. Right? Sometimes it might be hard for you, but right, I will do by this. I will do this by using the first method. Right, with easy way, that the way you are familiar with. Area is 77. Right. I'm not going to apply unit. Sorry. So theta, that means x 360 multiplied by 5 means 22/7 multiplied by, sorry, the area has been given, right? 77, and the radius is 40. That means 14 multiplied by 14. I am not going to simplify this, right? Instead of r squared, I am substituting r into r. 14 into 14, right? So simplify. 7 times 1, 7 times 2. Right? Done. So if you were in my grade 9 or in paper class for grade 9, right? I have told you, right? If there is a balance, you can rotate the sides of the balance. Or around that cocker, you can rotate it. So if you think your equal mark as the cocker, right, of the balance, you can rotate the sides of this equation, right? Because you need to make your subject as x. X should be on your left hand side finally, right? Finally, your x should be on your left hand side, so that I am going to, right, change the sides, right? So that my x comes to my left hand side. X divided by 360 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 2 equals 77. Right? I have nothing done. Right? I have done nothing at all. Right? But change the sides. Same thing. Equal, right? And if you can remember the things that I have taught you in the perimeter lesson as well, right? Now you are in grade 10, not in grade 9. Now somewhat advanced than that. What I told you, if you want to make sure that x is the subject, what happens to the numerator things on your left hand side, and what happens to the denominator things in the left hand side when it goes to the right. Now you need to think. All the terms in the numerator comes to the denominator of your right hand side of the equal mark. All the things in the denominator comes to the numerator of the right hand side of the equal mark. So that at once you can make sure your x is the subject. Right? X equal mark. Here you have already 77. what are the things in the denominator of your left hand side of this equal mark 360? Take it to the other side, it goes to the numerator 360. Done. Divide. These things are the numerator things in the left hand side of the equal mark. Numerator things goes to the denominator of the right hand side of the equal mark. Equal mark, right hand side, denominator. This full term comes here. That is how we are going to make the subject as x in an easy way. Natham, you might take a lot of steps to do this thing, small thing. Alright? Okay. So I will simplify. Here 7 times 11, 7 times 2. Right? 11 times 1, 11 times 2. 2 times 180. 2 times 90. 2 times 45. X equals 45 degrees. Because that is an angle. Because that is an angle. It should be degrees. Right? Right? So, okay. Right. Okay. I am going to do. Puthe, do you have any questions from that? Mahardiya? If you have anything, you can ask.
No, sir.
Right.
No, sir.
Okay. If others are having any questions, you can ask from me. Right? I'm not going to do example number 4. Okay. Do example number 5 and send me the answer into the chat. Right? Do it fast. Okay, Karan. Find R. Same thing. Same thing. This is a mixed number, okay? $38.5. No need to go for decimal places. Right? No need to go for decimal places. Keep your answer right with the square root. Doesn't matter. And you know how to find the value of any answer with the square root as well. You can give the answer for one decimal places, huh? Up to one decimal place. Okay, Ritik is saying it is 8 centimeters. I do not know whether that is correct or wrong. However, he has sent me the answer. Sindhu is saying square root of 73.5. Right. I was expecting some kind of an answer like this. Right. Okay. And you know how to find the square root of 73.5 as well. Lesson number 2. Right. That is that's why I was telling, right? Round it off to one decimal places here. Right? The Sindhu's answer is I think it is correct. No, Sandhana has sent me some different answers. Okay. Let's see. However, let's see. Okay, I am getting some answers, right? Even I don't know what would be the correct answer. Right, everybody, I am going to discuss. I think now time is enough because most of you guys are sending me the answers, right? Okay, focus on the board. Right. So the I'll do it here. Right. So example number 5. Page number 5. Example number 5. Area of the sector is 38.5 square centimeters, and it is something like this. You have to find the angle at the center. Sorry, you have to find the radius. Angle at the center has been given as 60. So you know what is to be done. Area can be written down as of a sector of a circle. A equals 300 theta divided by 365 r square. So A is given, right, 38 and half equals theta you know, which is 60 degrees, and 360 multiplied by 22 upon 7 multiplied by r. You do not know that r squared, you have to find that, right? And you know what to do if you have something like this. Change the sides, right, and make r squared as the subject, right? So I will do that. So before that, I will I will do that first, right? I am going to change the side. R squared 22 upon 7, right? Here I can simplify a little bit. 0 0, 6 times 1, 6 times 6, 6 times 3, 2 times 11. Okay, right? So when it goes to, if I change the sides, right, 11 upon 7, here I have 11 upon 7, multiply 1 upon 3 equals 38 and half, means that is a mixed number. I can convert it into an improper fraction. 2 times 38 means 70, 76. 76 plus 1 means 77. Right? 77 divided by 2. So this is it. Correct? So you can isolate r squared. Right? So numerator things goes to the denominator of the other hand side. Denominator things goes to the numerator of the other hand side. Right? So 77 divide by 2 multiply 7 into 3 divide by numerator is 11 goes to the denominator of the other hand side. So now you can simplify 11 times 1, 11 times 7. Right? Right, nice. So now you have r squared equals 7 into 7, 49. Right? 49. 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2. Now you need to see something. Now you have r squared in your left hand side. You are going to take the square root of the other side. Correct? If you want to isolate r equals to square root of 49 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. And if you know the square root of 49, you can write something like this here. And here you have two terms. You can divide, you can separate your square root for this number and for this number. That is, right? That is, right? Square root of 49 multiply square root of 3 upon 2. Right? Square root of 49 and square root of 3 upon 2. I can separate my square root for those in between these two numbers. Yeah, because square root is common for 49 and 3 upon 2, both common. So if square root is common, so I can separately apply square root for 49 and I can separately apply square root for 3 upon 2. So you know 3 upon 2 is 1.5, right? Keep that in your mind. Right? And this one equal mark. You know the square root of 49, which is 7, right? And square root of 3 upon 2 means square root of 1.5. Square root of 1.5. Right? So how to find the square root of 1.5? You know the division method, right? You know the division method, how to find the square root of 1.5, right? So if you use the division method to find the square root of 1.5, how you are going to do? So this is 1.5. You are using the knowledge of the lesson number 2. This is 1. The perfect square is 1 for that. So 1 into 1, 1 into 1, 1. Get the subtraction 0. Now here on top of this, put decimal place here, take this 5 down. 5 comes here. So double the quotient, this is 2, right? So it should be very perfectly matched. If you put a number here, that number should come here and multiplication of those two numbers should satisfy this. Right? But you cannot take 5 down here because you need to couple it first. So you need to have 50. So you have to take down 50 first. Right? Right? So here you are going to put 0. 0. Here no, not match. So what should be the perfect ideal number you are going to put there? So I will be putting like can I put 3 here? No, right? If you put 3 here, 3 times 2, 6. It is exceeding 50. Right? So I think it should be definitely 2. For this place 2 and for this place also 2. Right? 2 times 2, 44. Perfect. Get the subtraction. If you get the subtraction, it is 6. Now here you have 6. If you couple this 15, so you have to put couple of zeros here. Right? 2 zeros. Take 2 zeros down. Right? So now you have 6. Extend your division. Now in the quotient you have 12. Double it. So you will be having 24 something. That means 240 something should be there at the end. Right? 240. Right? Here. So now what should be the number you are going to put there? It is definitely not 3 because if you put 3 here, you need to put 3 here as well. 3 into 2 means 6. That means more than 600. That is, there is you have already 600. Right? Definitely it should be 2. 2 times this, 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 2, 484. So I am not going to get the subtraction because I already have 2 decimal places there, right? That is the square root of 1.5, right? 1.22. If you want, you can round it off to nearest decimal place. So if you round it off, this 2 is less than 5. This 2 is less than 5. So eliminating. So the square root of 1.5 is 1.2. Right? 7 into 1.2. Right? 7 into 1.2. So your answer will be 7 times 2, 14. Remainder is 1. 7 times 1, 1. 1 plus 7 times 1, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. So your answer will be 8.4 centimeters. Right? However, right, you get this answer, your answer is correct. I think how the way. Pratik's answer is I think he has rounded it off to the full decimal, round off to the full whole number, right? Right, very closer to this. Puthe make it right? If you do it this way, but Putha way, you need to see these things. Are the way 49 name, you need to catch this. What is the square root of 49? 7. Taggala you need to catch that before multiplying. We have multiply 49 into 3, right? 157. Right? Before doing that, you need to catch 49 square root of 49. That is 7. So that I can separate this square root for this 49 and 3 upon 2. 3 upon 2 means 1.5. So then you have to find only the square root of 1.5. Make it unknown. You need to find 1.5 square root. If you do this way, you have to find the square root of 78.5 by using the division method. Same answer you will be getting. So doesn't matter whether you use this part or this part, doesn't matter. The answer will be correct. The final answer will be same, right? Doesn't matter. Okay. මේ ඊට පස්සේ බලයි අනේ මෙහෙම කරන්න ඕනද පට්ට සීන් නෑනේ මට මතක් වෙන්නේ නෑනේ එහෙම කියලා. Don't know. You can do this way as well. හරිද? But it will be a bigger value, 78.5 square root of 78.5 when it compares to 1.5, right? So you need to catch these point as well. මේ මට ඔය බච්චා ගණන් දෙන්න පුළුවන් වැඩක් නැහැ නේද? ඉස්කෝලේ දෙනවනේ බච්චා ගණන් ටික නේද? ඒ ටික හදන්න. මේ ටික මේ මං දෙනවා. හරිද? සුළු වෙන්නේ නැහැ කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. හරිද? Because I want to apply so many methods, right? From your past lessons as well, right? Finding the square root, applying rounding off, sorry, scientific notation, so on and so forth. Perimeter, ඔක්කොම දානවා හරි. නැත්නම් වැඩක් නැහැ නැත්නම් මේ ප්‍රශ්න හදලා. හරි. පණ දාගෙන ප්‍රශ්න හදනවා ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලට තේරුමක් නැහැ ඊට පස්සේ, right? Okay. So right. Now for today, oh no. Right. So one example, right? We are going to do another one example, right? Turn to page number 7. ඔගාර perimeter එකේම අනිත් පැත්තේ ගන්න. හරි. මම දීපු ගන්නම තමයි, right? The question, right? I gave you earlier. මම මේ question එක දීලා තියෙනවා. හරිද? In the perimeter lesson, right? No, under speed division. Now I have changed it a little bit, right? So you have to find the total area of this figure, right? Plane figures containing sectors of circle, right? You have to find this area of this right angle triangle. This one I will mark. You have to find this one, right? And you have to find the area of this rectangle, right? And then you have to find the area of this sector of a circle, and you have to add them together. So you will get the final answer, right? So give it a try to do this. Try you have to use lot of knowledge when you see this. Then make right angle. When you see the right angle, you need to know what should apply. The length of the hypotenuse is 58. Correct? Combination of 2 lessons, right? 2-3 lessons, right? Combination of 2-3 lessons. Right? Uday, can anyone tell me how we are going to find x? When I x can go.
Pythagoras theorem.
Yes, Pythagoras theorem. Super. And if you find x, you can find this r. පුතේ මේ ඔයාලා මේක easy කරගන්න ඕනේ. මේ easy කරගන්න කියන්නේ you have to put some different notations so that you can refer it easily. If I were you, I will take this length as x. Then I will apply Pythagorean relationship for this one. Then I will find x. Then I will find r. Then done. It was your right. Do this. I want to see who finishes first. මම එකයි කියන්නේ මේක පට්ටේසි ලෙසන් එකක්. මේක ගේමක් නෑ කියන්නේ. Okay, Ritik has sent me an answer. Okay. That's super. I do not know whether that is correct or wrong. Let's check it out. But however, you have sent me here. Ritik, කොහොමද speed එක සුළු කරනවානේ? Right? Yes, that's a good sign. But accuracy should be 100%. Right? Accuracy and speed. Right? The correlation should be perfect. Right? Right. I'll give you another 2 minutes to do. Only Ritik can send me the answer by now. One minute is remaining. If you have done the things that I was talking in speed revision, right? You know how to get the answer for this one easily. Correct? So I have done similar questions for this one in the speed revision. So for today, I am not going to do any speed revision. Then after discussing this one, I will be discussing the congruence of triangles lesson examples. Hari, how to do the different examples from that. Hari. Then we are going to wind up the session. Right. For today, I am not going to do that. And 15 seconds remaining. Right. 15 seconds is up. Right. Up, up. Now the eyes on the board. Focus on the board. Hari. So this length is 3 centimeters. This length is 12 centimeters. Right? Hypotenuse length is 58, square root of 58 centimeters. What the hell was that? You are not going to find the square root of 58. If you remember the Pythagorean relationship, you are not going to find the square root of 58. You keep square root of 58 as it is, because you know what would be happening next, right? So, okay, I will take this length as x. Why is that? So, if I found this length, right, I can take this r. If this part is r, make a 90 degrees. If this is your radius of this portion of the circle, this should be definitely the radius. Radius. These two part has been bisected, right? That means if you find x, you can find r. Right. So I am going to apply the Pythagorean relationship for my triangle A. For my easiness, I have named this as A. So this rectangle as B. This part as C. A, B, C. I am going to find the area of A, area of B, area of C, so that I can find the total area of the figure. Okay? Right. So I am going to apply Pythagorean relationship for A. That is my right angle triangle. Right? So I have to find this one. What did I told you earlier as a best practice? Keep it in your left hand side. So x to the power 2, x squared plus 3 squared is equal to square root 58. Square of square root 58. Right? X squared plus 9 equals, can anyone tell me what is the value of this one? I have told you 100,000 of times.
58.
50. Go to the speed revision and also see it. And if you cannot remember, refer the recordings of the second lesson. Right? So I will give you a hint. Right? That means square root of A whole thing to the power 2 is equal to the same number. So by using this theory, I am taking 58. Right? X squared. So this is positive 9. Take it to the other side. It becomes negative 9. 58 minus 9 will give you 49. Right? Harry. So the x squared equals 49. You know now. X equals square root of 49. X equals 7 centimeters. Done. We have heard puthala internet ticket. If you found this through the internet, please let me know. Right? So internet ting copy kar lana thini me gana. Yeah. Mega mang other bill. Right? Right. So x equals 7 centimeters. We know that. So I can find R. R equals 7 divided by 2 centimeters. I am not going to put 3.5, whatever you have done now. Right? Because I am dealing with 5. 5 equals 22 upon 7. And it would be an advantage if I keep it like 7 upon 2. Or if you want, you can keep 3.5 centimeter. Right? But I am going to apply this substitute. Right? So that is done. Move 7 upon 2. Right? Okay. Now I am going to find the areas of all the things because I know X, I know R. Perfect. Area of A. Right? Equals half into base 3 multiplied by 8 7. Sorry. Square centimeters. 3 into 7, 21 upon 2. I will keep it like this, Memory. Right? If you want, you can keep like 10.5. So that I can use this one or this one to simplify. Area of A. This is done. Area of B. Right? To find area of B, I will take this whole length as y. Right? Y equals 12 plus r. Right? Y equals 12 plus r. R means 3.5 centimeters. 15.5 centimeters. Right? So this is the rectangle. Now area of B. Y into x. 15.5 into 7 square centimeters. 7 times 5, 5, 3, 7 times 5, 35, 35, 38, 3, 7 times 1, 7 plus 3, 10, 108.5 square centimeters. 108.5 square centimeters. Area of B done. Area of C. Area of C. You know how to find. What is the portion of that circle? Theta is not 90 degrees, but 270. That means 3/4 of 7. But portion is 3 upon 4 of the circle multiplied by 5r square. 5 means 22 upon 7. R 7 upon 2 multiplied by 7 upon 2 multiplied by 7 upon 2 square centimeters. Correct? Simplify. 7 into 7. 2 times 1, 2 times 11. Numerator 3 into 7, 21. 21 into 11. Right? 1, 1, 1, 3 to 231 in the numerator, denominator 4 into 8 square centimeters. Right? Right. Now you know how to find the total area. Total area equals area of A plus B plus C. Right? Right. If you want, you can simplify further this. Furthermore, this one, right? 8 times 216, right? I will simplify this. 216, 4, 7, 71. So 8 times 8, 64. Yes, 8 times 8, 64. Oh, 71, 64, 6, 7, 70. Again 8, ne? 28.8 square centimeters. Yeah. So A plus B plus C. A, area of A 10.5 square centimeters, plus B 108.5, plus C 28.8. All of them are square centimeters. So I have put brackets, and out of that brackets I have put square centimeters. Right? So you have read 10.5, 108.5, 28.8, 5, 5, 10, 18, remainder 16, 17, 1, 2, 4, 1. 147.8 square centimeters. Right? Got it? So did you get a similar answer for this one, anyone?